obviously the president and other officials have got a lot to deal with. Thank you both. North Korea says more missile launches are on the way. As US President Donald Trump is warning, all options are on the table. When we come back, a lot more on where the North Korean missile crisis is heading.
When did you see the sign?
When I needed to create a better visitor experience.
Improve our workflow.
Attract new customers. That's when Fast Signs recommended Fleet Graphics.
Yeah, now business is rolling in. Get started at fastsigns.com.
It's just not the same with back pain. Dones relieves back pain.
Wow.
Dones. We've had your back's back since way back. Now available in a cream.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting it my way, but now...
Know how your DNA connects you to the world. Know more about you and the 23 pairs of chromosomes that make up your DNA at 23andme.com.
There are some things you just shouldn't compare. But credit cards are another story. Wallet Hub compares hundreds of cards to find you the best deal. So if you want the best credit card, you want Wallet Hub.
Did you know cooking can be a great way to meet a guy?
I wish.
Your wish has already come true. Check it out.
Match cooking events. He's cute.
He was at the last one.
Definitely gonna go to the next one.
Check out Match for all sorts of great events in your area. Start for free today.
To let the real you shine through? Maybe it's time for Otezla, a Premolast. Otezla is not an injection or a cream. It's a pill that treats plaque psoriasis differently. With Otezla, 75% clearer skin is achievable after just 4 months, with reduced redness, thickness, and scaliness of plaques. And the Otezla prescribing information has no requirement for routine lab monitoring. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Tell your doctor if these occur. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Other side effects include upper respiratory tract infection and headache. Tell your doctor about all the medicines you take and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Ask your dermatologist about Otezla today. Otezla, show more of you.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking good.
Season 10 of Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown starts Sunday, October 1st at 9 on CNN.
Show more of you.
When you have aches and pains, chances are you don't have the right foot support.
My feet were throbbing, they were in pain all the time.
I couldn't generate power the way that I needed to.
I got
Season
to the point
10
where
of Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown starts Sunday, October 1st at 9 on CNN.
A new high-performing aches and pains, chances are you don't have the right foot support.
My feet were throbbing, they were in pain all the time.
Helps align your feet for better stability and balance.
Season 10 of Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown starts Sunday, October 1st at 9 on CNN.
Chances are you don't
Chances are nicely is not quite the right word, but in just the right way, that no territory was actually hit in Japan, but the message is clear. We know what we're doing. We can hit things at will.
Well, for weeks there's been sort of this high-fiving within the administration in the US. The president called out Kim Jong-un, he stared him down, he used a tough language that the North Koreans understand, fire and fury. In some ways, did that almost guarantee that we would have something like this missile launch?
I think it helped. I think it helped nearly guarantee that. Let's also keep in mind the other context here. The South Korean and U.S. militaries are engaged in very large exercises in the region. And this is something that very clearly North Korea has said again and again. It provokes them. They feel very threatened by these exercises. And in fact, in the past, they have been done in such a way that it is a direct threat on the leadership itself. So I'm not excusing North Korea's behavior, but it's important to walk a mile in the opponent's shoes, if you will.
Yeah. Well, 2 weeks ago, the now former senior White House advisor, Steve Bannon, he made headlines for this interview he gave to American Prospect magazine. Part of it read, "Until somebody solves the part of the equation that shows me 10 million people in Seoul don't die in the first 30 minutes from conventional weapons, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no military solution here. They got us." Would that have played into North Korea's calculation here to carry out this missile launch and then to follow up with what we've seen over the last 24 hours of threats of more missile launches to come?
Well, I think this is a great question, and this is something that Korea watchers are sort of puzzling over. Was this test really a technical test? Was it something more that the North Koreans needed to learn? Well, certainly they always learn when they test a missile, whether it's a huge success or a failure. You learn from that. But this does seem to be more politically calibrated. In fact, it may be the opposite. It may be that North Korea continues to do these tests so frequently because they want attention. They actually want to come back to the negotiating table, but from a position of strength, or at least equality with the other parties at the table. They don't want to come hat in hand and say, okay, we'll talk now. They want to come into the room on an even playing field.
Yeah, it was often said Kim Jong-il, the father, played a weak hand very well, and it appears the son has inherited that ability as well. Paul, good to see you. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Sean.
Well, more on Tropical Storm Harvey in just a moment, including the incredible search and rescue efforts which seem to continue without a pause, hour after hour, day after day.
Managing blood sugar is a series of smart choices, and when you replace one meal or snack a day with Glucerna, made with Carb Steady to help minimize blood sugar spikes, you can really feel it. Now with 30% less carbs and sugars. Glucerna.
Leadership is part intuition and part insight. With the right HR technology, you get total workforce visibility, whether you're on the other side of the wall or the other side of the world. True visibility into your people makes recruiting smarter, retention more strategic, and ensures that top performers are rewarded. Because no matter what business you're in the people business. Ultimate Software. People first.
It's time for the biggest sale of the year with the new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. It senses and automatically adjusts on both sides. The new 360 Smart Bed is part of our biggest sale of the year, where all beds are on sale. And right now, save 50% on the Labor Day limited edition bed.
Go to Wix.com to create your stunning website today. You can do it yourself. Drag and drop anything into place. Change text to make it yours. Show who you are by adding your own images. With a beautiful gallery, everyone can see your best work.